So righty guys, I just came back from the Autobahn, did my high-speed test. Righty guys, so swing onto the Autobahn. I saw there's quite a bit of traffic, so I'm not sure how much I can do the high-speed testing now. But I will try to see if I find an empty spot. And the trucks passing stuff, it's really difficult. And just the Autobahn's opening up to see if it's free enough for me to step on it a little bit. Moment up to slightly higher speed. I'm gonna try to do this again. Much traffic again. Open it all up. Get a feeling for what it's like. Hard to hear me, but as you can see, it's difficult to go this over an extended period of time. But the first impression I've gotten, especially from knowing how the bike reacts in high speed, high velocities, this seems better. There's quite a bit of wind and turbulence here. There's lots of other traffic. There's turbulence, so those are not ideal conditions. And the predecessor would have started to wobble easily at around 200, 210 kilometers. Now you saw this was at 240, 40-ish, and it was still relatively stable. It also felt stable. It didn't feel funny. Of course, you're still dealing with the turbulence, so there's still a little bit of wiggling around, but it's not like the handlebar was starting to move out of control, which is good. Now after this turn, there's another free stretch coming up. Maybe I can see if I can open it up again and give it another try. Obviously this is not a full weeks of testing, this is just me trying to find a few spots where I can open up the throttle and see how fast the bike can go. So hang in there. Yeah, my GoPro's hanging on for dear life here. So let's try this again. Fully open road. now they've cooled down. It was really hot to the touch, especially the rear tire, not so much the front. It's incredible how warm these tires get. Now, I haven't really used these tires to its full potential. No, there isn't much of lean angle that anyone has done with this tire yet. Full speed test, and it's amazing how warm this tire gets. It's crazy. Lots of acceleration, of course, that puts a lot more stress on the rear tire. That kind of gives an idea why my Continental tire looked the way it did when I just broke it in, because it really, just the acceleration puts a lot of stress on the rear tire. It's pretty obvious, especially when you touch it without gloves. It was too hot to touch. Just came back from the Autobahn, did my high-speed test. It's a huge improvement to the predecessor after this. Now, I've tried it in different scenarios, the wind coming from different directions, and you saw there was quite a bit of traffic around me. There's usually a bit of turbulence as well. And you know, I had to try it, or I could try it for a bit more extended period of time, and I know how it was on my bike when it in these conditions. It would have started to wobble at around 200, 210, everything else being the same basically, and you saw that at 230 and 240. At least the handlebars were relatively steady. There's still a lot of movement that happened on the bike. That's just how it is when you go really fast. It's a bit easier when there's less wind. When it's really no wind, then it's a lot smoother, and of course less traffic. All those cars in the vicinity create quite a bit of turbulence. So anyway, I'm surprised that it's actually that good, that have really changed whatever the setup is, the longer rear swing arm or whatever it is, but it's definitely more stable at higher speeds, and I think that's a good upgrade. That's pretty cool. Well guys, if you found this useful, give me a thumbs up, leave your comments in the comment section. If you aren't already, please subscribe to the channel. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Ride safe and stay awesome.
Take me back,